Hello and welcome to today's video, guys. Welcome to Trading the Trades YouTube channel. Today I'm gonna be talking about to you how you can spot if a market is ranging or if it's breaking out, and on the order flow on the DOM. Okay, obviously none of this works every time. It's no holy grail, but I do think the order flow and kind of the speed in which volume is coming into the market kind of tells you if we're ranging or if we're breaking out. Okay, so how I see it, so basically you need to understand the basics of auction market theory for it. Okay, so if we're ranging, okay, so let's say right now we're ranging here in this range. Okay, so what do you want to see happening is, like, usually in the middle of this range you want to see the most transactions, and if price goes to the high of the range, okay, this is considered too expensive, so you see less and less people interested in buying here, and it kind of just falls back in, and you see here volume pick up in the middle a little bit again, and then once it gets to the lows again, you should see kind of less transactions because it's no longer a fair price, it's too cheap. Okay, so no one is aggressively selling it anymore. Now here, for example, you do see volume at the lows pick up. Okay, now you see this 126 print. Oh, and here we go, we fall. Okay, so that's kind of example. I just wanted to show you the range now, but that's the kind of example, like, when does a range break? Okay, so and that's how you can kind of tell. Okay, or at least try to. Let's see, like, if it starts ranging again. Okay, so yeah, so basically you have price like trade back and forth in a range. Okay, trying to look for fair value, fair price. Okay, and then once at the lows, or here for example at the lows, sellers come in, more and more sellers at the lows, then they kind of flush this range. Okay, most of the time, not always, but very often. Okay, so and then you kind of, now you see like way less transactions again. Okay, you don't see much transactions here anywhere really, so nothing's really happening right now. Okay, so that kind of tells you, okay, we might be ranging here for a bit longer. Now you do see we're at the lows again. You do see volume pick up a little bit at this low here, and here we go, 2 3 4 ticks. Okay, once again into the 85s here. Okay, now we do see a lot of buyers come in, but remember, like, it's still volume into the lows. Okay, so even though we have a lot of buyers here, the sellers are still willing to absorb this. So this doesn't mean like we immediately go higher again. Okay, so but now we probably have here, we kind of have here in this range, we have both interested. Okay, so in this range now, so at the 85 to 86s here, we have both parties interested. Okay, we have interested sellers that are kind of interested in passively selling, but we also have aggressive buyers really interested in. Okay, so the buyers overwhelmed the sellers here a little bit and kind of pushed it back up. Let's see if here the sellers come back in now. I do think like value should be around here somewhere, and you always kind of want to see the market go back to value. Okay, I think here was kind of value established a little bit earlier because you had both transact. Okay, so usually those prices get at least revisited. Okay, unless you see a big bottom tick. Okay, so that's the next thing. Like, price usually, once it goes and picks a direction, it kind of goes that direction. So it goes for a little bit in this direction, like you saw here. It goes lower here, like I show you on the auction list. Okay, so here we had kind of this consolidation here. Okay, and then we kind of picked a direction. Okay, it consolidated again. We picked so continued in the direction. Okay, now we pulled back a little bit. Now we're consolidating here. Okay, lots of volume transact here. Okay, but so we're kind of like building a new curve, I'd say, between 87.25s here and 85.75 here. Okay, so we're kind of ranging within this range here. Okay, building a nice distribution here. You see, when price goes up there, we don't see so much people interested anymore. When price go down there, Also not so much people interested anymore. Or will we? Let's see now. If there's again like a lot of people interested in the low, we're probably going for another leg. Let's see. Let's find out. We do see some, but I won't. I don't think like. So they are holding the offer here. They are also like still aggressively selling, but now it's picking up a little bit more. But I'd still say that it's too little. So this probably pulls back to the mean here once again. Yep, and it does. So we probably going back to the mean at least. That mean is always the middle. Okay, like there was the most volume transacted. And then you kind of always have to see how we interact with the mean. Okay, are we kind of just rejecting the mean, okay, of this profile? Or are we going all the way through and just in this range? Now we kind of rejected this mean, okay, so we're still establishing more volume into the lows, but we kind of puked higher. What I wanted to say earlier is usually when a direction is established, okay, you see price continue in this direction until there is a clear bottom tick, okay, just from auction market theory perspective, okay. So what is a clean bottom tick? A clean bottom tick for me is if we have a complete auction, okay. I talked about it in the auction market theory video already, okay. So I want to see, in order to consider this bottom is in for me, okay. So I would not be looking for longs anywhere here, okay. Like I still think we were consolidating higher, went down, consolidating down, okay, like not big consolidation again. I do think there should be like at least a bottom tick or another leg lower in it, okay. To then bend it back again, I'm drifting off, sorry. So when is there like when is there a bottom tick? Okay, what is a bottom tick? So a bottom tick is the sellers trying to push lower here and breaking this, okay. But then, or they are actually breaking it, but then they finding no more sellers interested lower. Okay, so once this breaks, there is no more sellers that aggressively want to hit into the bid. Okay, so you see them pushing lower, but just breaking the current low. But then you see very low volume prints. So you see either like 10 lots or 5 lots. Perfect would be 1 lot, but that's very rarely the case with yes. But everything between 1 and I'd say like 30 or so is fine. Okay, one between 30, like maybe push it there. The bottom tick, it depends on the range. So if it's a bigger range, it can be like up to 2, 3, 4 ticks. Okay, almost a point. And then no, really don't see much sellers here anywhere here. So the neck just 3-2. I hope we do get one here at some point. That's not a bottom tick yet. Okay, so I pause this real quick for a second here. Okay, just to make this clear to you. Okay, why is this not a bottom tick? Okay, so we did go lower, 1 tick lower than this entire range. Okay, but I would not consider this a bottom tick. Why? Because we traded 216 contracts there. Okay, yes, they all got absorbed, but we still saw a lot of sellers interested in selling the 85.25s. Okay, and we didn't see buyers immediately come in and push this higher. Okay, so they were not immediately buying the 85.50s here and hitting into the offer, bam, bam, bam. Okay, no, we were just kind of, so speed is also so important. We were just kind of stalling here the 85.25s and just hitting into this bid. Okay, keep on hitting it. So this is not a bottom tick for me. I would not long here. I do not recommend long here. Okay, I still expect for me to long this. I am still waiting for a clean bottom tick. So sorry I drifted off again. I'm gonna continue this. But like I said, for a clean bottom tick, I look for a print of anything between 10 to 1 to 30, I'd say, roughly, okay, on the yes, on a regular trading hour session. And it has to be fast, okay? So speed is more important than the actual volume. So if it bottom ticks by 2-3 ticks here and just prints bam bam or bam bam bam, okay, bam, bam, and then immediately buyers come in, bam, bam, okay, and then reclaim this, then the bottom for me, okay, could be in, okay. Does it mean it reversed and this is the bottom? No, obviously not, but this could be the bottom. If you're short, this is where you should at least take partials, okay, because then it's kind of likely that it reverts, okay, at least back to the mean, okay, at least back to the mean. So let's continue this, and I hope we do find a clean bottom tick. I haven't like cherry picked it, unfortunately. Which would be better for these videos, I guess, but yeah, anyways. There's always something coming up. I'm kind of can talk to you guys, so it's fine. Now you see again, Charlie. You see, yeah, it's the low, but you see a lot of people willing to sell it, and now you do see like you see this, you see it go one tick lower, but again, like lots of volume traded into this, lots of volume traded into this. Not a really fast rejection off of it, so no bottom tick for me. Okay, not interested in the long. Okay, you could say, yeah, that was kind of absorption, that was kind of bottom ticked, blah blah blah. Yeah, you could kind of try to long here, okay, but in my opinion, it wouldn't be, so for me at least, wouldn't be good. So I want to see less volume than that, and I wanted to see it faster. Okay, like I want to see a faster rejection off of it. So speed is so important in this. So I really want to see this really, once it hits there, like I don't want to see it stall at the lowest tick. Okay, like it needs to go there and just immediately reverse back up. Okay, then it bottom tick. You see again, it's revisiting it. You see, kind of just hanging around the low. Okay, so that's why I wouldn't long it. So when price is just hanging around the low and just keeps on touching the low, okay, you can see it on the auction vista. So that's why I like the auction vista so much. Okay, on the lower time frame, you can see it so nicely how often price here has kind of hit into it. Okay, and then you can see a 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, this gonna break, like this shit's not holding forever. Now you see, like, yeah, again, it's breaking. I want to see a bottom tick for you guys. I don't know, like, I want to see one like the 55s here, but again, too slow, like the offer's too strong. Do need to see the offer like completely pull away and it's just going higher again. Okay, so still no bottom tick in here. Like this looks like it just wants to go lower at this point. Still lots of buying into this low. Okay, again, like 205, not ideal. Okay, like 205 once again, like really not ideal here. Now there was a 2x0. Okay, so that's not kind of iffy. Okay, so that 2x0, this, for example, like, let's put it in another perspective, because I don't know if we're gonna get a good bottom tick in this video for you guys, and I don't want to make it another 1 hour video. So let's okay, just use your imagination here. So this 2x0, so we hit 2 into the lowest price and we poked up higher fast. Okay, so this would have been a bottom tick for me, okay, if it would have been 1 tick below the previous low of a range. Okay, which now here it wasn't. It was to the tick. So we already had volume there earlier. We had 200. You see here we had 200 contracts here already traded earlier, 205, I guess. And now you did see a 2x0 here. Okay, so that means yeah, it was a bottom tick here, but it wasn't below the previous low. Okay, so and I only consider bottom ticks if they are below a previous low. Okay, so if this would have been a 2x0 at 83.25, okay, then I would look to long here on a pullback to 83.75, so 84s. Okay, but here it didn't happen, so I would stay on the sideline here. Okay, but just to make this sure, let's keep on looking for this for a little bit longer. But so just for the sake of this video and explaining bottom and top ticks. Okay. So it kind of seems that we're that we're building a new range here probably, okay, below. Kind of sorry about this auction, mister. This is the pauses where I pause the market replay here for since I talk to you, I guess. But yeah, you just don't imagine these lines here. But it kind of seems like we were kind of off here, and we have here we had here this huge volume where we broke below from the 85s you see, and then here where it was tons of volume in the 85s. Okay, so that's probably gonna hold. Does it mean it has to hold? No, but we're in kind of downtrend here, so you could consider like shorting at the 85s here, and and really like holding the short until you see a clean bottom tick here. Okay. What you don't want to see is, in my opinion at least, take out two of the, so trade through this here, so take out the 85s where lots of volume is, okay, trade volume above this, and even like come here to the 85 75s, which is also like kind of high note here, and start trading volume up here. Then you kind of really need to get out of your short. Okay, so if you're a short, okay. I'm still gonna just keep on watching, and let's see if we can spot another leg lower, or if we can spot the bottom tick. Okay, like let's see what's happening. So you see here like most volume, you see here a high note forming at 85 50s here. Okay, so you see like that's beautiful example of what I said earlier. Like this does look like you want to range here a bit. Okay, so that's what I kind of intended to make this video about. Okay, so like there are always ranges. Okay, there are ranges on bigger time frames, there are ranges on smaller time frames, and there are ranges here on the order flow and micro time frames. Okay, and you can kind of spot that this is about to become a range, or is a range for now, because most transactions happens here at the 84.50, which is kind of in the middle. Every time we go lower, like volume dries out. Every time we go higher, volume dries out. Okay, and we are always like, that's kind of acting like just a magnet. Okay, we always keep on falling back in. Ooh, like now we maybe see, let's see if we do get here a break out or a breakdown, another leg lower. We see volume hit into it. So you could consider maybe now shorting here on the pullback to this point of control. So let's just try it for video's sakes. Okay, I guess. Just try to short this for another leg lower. Let's see if we get it. We see volume pick up once again here. Where are we wrong? Okay, we are wrong what we said. We are wrong if we kind of really like, now we're picking up volume here again. I'm gonna explain. I can pause this anyway. It's so nice with market replay. Okay, why am I hitting short here again? Okay, so I'm hitting short here because we had this range here established. Okay, so this looked like we are establishing a range here, and then something changed. Okay, it always was up to the top, volume dry out, back to the mean, to the bottom, volume dry out, back to the mean. Okay, we're just ranging, and then we came down here, and we really picked up selling volume. Okay. And you gotta remember, this is, if you look on the auction list, this is the 1, 2, for now 4th time we've kind of touching this low and picking up volume here. Okay, so in my own, we haven't seen a bottom tick yet. Okay, so that's another sign that this should at least bottom tick. Okay, you kind of never know if you then get a bottom tick off of it and just reverts, just 1, 2 ticks and it reverts, or if it kind of breaks completely. Okay, so but it would be a good enough trade for me to get bit. If you're just trading order flow, obviously you kind of want to have a bigger idea and setup as well. But it's just something I would get into. You don't want to short just the bottom. That's all. Usually, unless there's like really outstanding volume. So if there would be like, I don't know, like 600-700 contracts coming in here selling into it, then I might consider shorting. Okay, at the low, but usually it doesn't work so well. That was kind of my strategy and trading style last year. So I was like, just once volume broke, really picked up at the highs or at the lows, I just shorted or longed. Okay, and then we just most of the time just went, and since the volatility was so high, once we went good. It was like always like a real good breakdown, and I basically knew immediately when I was wrong, and so That worked great, but right now in the current market, you really can't afford to go in at the highs or at the lows because it's just pulling back all the time. So that's when my old trading system kind of stopped working. So side note. Anyways, so I wanted to go in here on a pullback back to the mean. Okay, like usually you get another like kind of short pullback right to the mean. Then you want to look how does the price interact at the mean. Do you see at the mean volume really pick up again? Okay, then we're still ranging. Okay, but if you see volume like going to the mean and now all of a sudden you have more volume at the bottom and the price goes back to the mean and the volume is drying out once it moves back to the mean, then it's a good opportunity to short, okay, in my opinion. And let's see if we do get a break here, or if I'm just awfully wrong. Well, would be kind of shame now. So now you don't want to see volume here, okay, because we wanted to say this is a break, this is not good now, okay. Like now I would kind of try to scratch this, okay. I'm just taking a break even on it. Why? Okay, so let's rewind this again. So my trade idea here was we breaking, okay. So you gotta be really fast on execution, and then this does mean if we break, this is just a pullback before we finally go. Okay? So you kind of wanna see once we get back to the mean, volume dry out now, okay, and then just the sellers come back in. But if you see it go back to the mean and now the buyers come back in, okay, then you wanna try to cut this, okay. Obviously try to limit out to the break even. So that's why the good entry is important. If you're longing at the low, then you kind of always have to take these 2, 3, 4 tick losses that add up. Okay, so that's why I kind of want to long on a pullback to the mean in the current market condition, I'd say. So let's see now. Okay, now you see lots of buying at the mean. Okay, so but I don't want to long it yet. Okay, so let's make me smaller here. So I don't want to long it yet either. Okay, because why would I? Okay, I haven't seen a clean bottom tick yet. This still is very high EV now. This has hit so many times, so I think this eventually has to break. It's just about picking a good entry here. Obviously could come back that we have the mean of the day up here, so we could just build one giant range here as well and come back all the way to 86s here. We have the value area low here, so you kind of really want to stay on the sidelines here. But I don't consider this down move over yet because I don't have a bottom tick. Obviously it could be the bottom, like you never know, but I wouldn't be interested in a long yet. I'm still more looking for a short and another leg lower. So we're still looking, okay. So obviously we have lots of volume here at the lows, which could drive this a little bit higher, but buyers getting kind of stuck here. Do see lots of buying though, so we have this low noded area here where no one is kind of low noded, so but still no, now we do see some more buyers here as well. So I could be wrong here, but I hope you do get an idea still from this video. So so now I think we're kind of establishing, so we have a very hard time getting above 85 here. Okay, we don't have any buyers above here, I guess. We kind of had a little top tick here already. Okay, so so here there was kind of little top tick already, so this doesn't have to top tick anymore in order to go down for me, but I'd still love to see it, to be honest. Like I'd love to see another top tick here. Maybe we do get a top tick here, so I can show you a top tick as well, a clean one. So at this point, like we have lots of buying in the 85.25s here, lots of selling as well, but all the sellers are coming in real hard here, but still price just kind of stalling here. But this also means like there could be a lot of buyers stuck here at the highs. So lots of buyers bought the high here. So now it does seem like the sellers want to come back in. So look at the market selling. So market selling is really picking up again. And remember, like lots of people bought up here and they could all be stuck. Let's see. Because I, in the end, like, I want to still be short bias. I still want to expect this at least to bottom tick here. But now things have changed a little bit. Earlier, like, I thought, like, okay, the bid is, like, kind of strong here. So I was more looking for a bottom tick and then a long. But right now, with all those buyers stuck here, the 85s, I think if we do break, we see another leg in it. So that's how things change. That's why context is so important, okay? And where people are positioned, okay? So a lot of people just transacted up here in the highs of this range. So I do think we have this range here for now. Also, if you look here, okay, like, that's a good while here for this range. Like that's a couple minutes already, okay, that we are trading within this range. So I would love to see a clean top tick here. So if we get a clean top tick here, I'm entering this short. Don't know if we get it though. Could also just roll over here. So we have this probably the mean of this range, the 8450s. Okay, it's kind of the how should I say it, the kind of the real point of control, let's say, of this range here. Okay. I would love to see a top tick of 85, so into the 80, 50 or 75s, and a fast rejection off of it, and then short the 85s. So that would be like my ideal dream setup here. Don't know if we get it. I'd also be interested in a short if we do see volume really pick up into the low, okay? Maybe on a pullback to the mean then, but let's see. Let's see if we do see volume pick up here. Yeah. So we still see we still see like kind of them just trade here. Not it's still like right at the mean, I'd say. Like we're not in the lows, and it's not outstanding volume for me to short this. So I kind of would stay on the outside lines for this now. So we're still waiting, okay? We're still sitting in this range, still thinking, still looking, okay? And now I would love to see this top tick. Or now we kind of saw a 9/0. So this was almost a top tick. It was a 9/0. You could consider shorting here, but because of all the short buyers in general and all these people may be stuck. But then again, like, where do you really want to put your stop? Because you could see this top tick all the way to 8060. So I kind of still want to wait here. But this was a clean 9/0 fast rejection. Okay. I kind of want to just see volume pick up into lows here. We haven't seen that yet. I mean, that has to happen eventually. That's like the S lately. It's almost like trading bonds. Like, it's so slow. It's just so frustrating and tilting me when I trade this kind of order flow, I guess. Like, there's just nothing happening. That's why I've been playing around with NQ and stuff so much lately. Now let's see if we can pick up volume here. I guess a little bit more. We have 300 earlier traded here. So now we're at the lows, trading 30. Now that's interesting. 400. So now I would be kind of really tempted to short here at point of control. If we do see like volume dry out here, I want to see volume dry out here first. I want to see like, now I want to see if the buyers just give up here, then I'm willing to short this. Don't see only 80 contracts, only one, only 9, 25s, 40, 44. So not much buying here at the point of control. Sellers seem to come back in here. That's maybe interesting here. Now more selling, not much buying going on here. I'm trying this short here. Trying this short for a break. Let's see. Stop is around here. Let's see here. Okay, I don't want to get stopped out here in case this top ticks. Let's see. We're revisiting the low now. Now you kind of want to see this go. Now the selling should pick up even more. Might even add if it does. Let's see. So, 700 lots. Like adding another one here. Adding like 800 into the low. This is something like that really gives me confidence to add here, for example. Now I don't want to see much buying here. Let's see, like 100 lots for. I can't see this go through 84.50 here. I'm pulling at least one. So if we trade through here, I'm pulling one. So I don't want, at this point, like we touched this 3 times, we had an 800 lot sell order here. So I don't want to really see this revisit the mean now. This kind of should go. I don't want to like paper hand pull this, but not sure. So now we had volume dry out once we were pulling back to the mean, so everything still looks fine on this trade. Everything still looks good. Now this should kind of go here. See the offer stepping up here as well, absorbing the buying, even though we have buyers, but they're getting absorbed. They're getting absorbed. We see even more selling pick up here. Good selling into the low, 370, 400, 500. Look at good selling here into the low, 800. Like that's really looking good here. Lots of 1,200, like awesome selling here into the low. And we did see 73 by 0 here. So this was a pretty big puke here. Unfortunately, my TP was just a little bit too far away. At this point, I kind of don't want to see it trade above this here. So this is where all the sellers hit. So you could already kind of trail your stop here, okay? You could trail your stop already here into profit because you don't want to see this come back above this price here. This should kind of flush here. It's kind of just stalling here at this point. I mean, I'm fine if I'm only taking 2 ticks here, but this is kind of big potential. So I also kind of don't want to have this TP here. So and I'm filter whatever. Like I kind of wanted to put this away here, I guess, because if this breaks, like this goes further, I could have taken. Now I have to readjust this here. Now at this point, I would just move this to break even here and let the other run. So yeah, kind of getting stuck here. Let's see if we do get a bottom tick here at some point. That video is already 33 minutes, so I'm gonna have to wrap it up. So I hope we just go. I'm pulling this if we do see a bottom tick, or if it just hits my TP here at 80.25s. We still see lots of volume. Not really a bottom tick here, so I would not pull this yet. We could just build another range here. So my stop loss here is still kind of fine, because you just don't really want to see it trade above the point where we kind of broke out of, or the down from, let's see, down from. So this low noted section you should hold. If it doesn't, like, it's okay. And in theory, like, with all this volume that kind of came in here, get 1,200, it's big, okay? And also, all those people from earlier that might be stuck here, you in reality, like I would kind of want this to just move that a little bit wider here. Now we hit it the second time here. Now you see, like the first time we kind of really puked higher. The second time here we kind of not so much, only by 3 ticks, and now we keep on grinding into this low again. So at this point, this is gonna break probably. So now we had kind of bottom tick with 66 by 0, but it didn't really reject higher. Okay, so now 3 by 0, but this was the same price. No speed when we go higher. So I'd still say this is still going lower, for me at least here. So this still looks like it wants to go lower. Let's see, we're probably in this range here. So from 87.75 still 82s here, I'd say. Don't really want to see it trade above 82.50 here. This is this high noted from earlier here, okay, which you can see here. Don't want to see it trade above this one. So now we're 36 minutes into this video. So yeah, I might just take it off here. Okay, so this is market replay only anyways. So you do get the idea, I think. Okay, and obviously no, 2 by 0, but that's again into the low. That's not a tick lower, so no bottom tick. We see follow through, volume come in. I'm just pulling this here. Okay, so I'm out. Yeah, okay, that's basically the idea of it. Okay, that's how I used to trade, by the way. Okay, this was my bread and butter. Like that's how I traded. It did work very well in the high volatility environment last year. Unfortunately, yeah, now we have kind of the mean reversion, and the breakouts only going for 3 bis 4 ticks. So kind of rough right now. You know me, if you know me, okay. My current state of trading. But anyways, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Okay, I hope you do enjoy this video, and stay tuned, everyone. I wish you a great trading week next week. Come join my Discord, check out my homepage, okay, for everything else. To those of you who do sign up with my Apex affiliate link, okay, much appreciation. We do have, like, I think 14 people now. So thanks a lot, and peace.